I want you guys to have fun. I want you guys to be excited, but I also want you guys to be respectful. The kids are super excited for you, and you are the role models right now. Like, you are the role models for my pre-K through fourth graders. You set the expectation for what my fourth graders should expect when they get in eighth grade. Today marks the start of your graduation week. So this is your eighth grade graduation week. This is not the end of a journey, but a close of one chapter, moving on to your next chapter. So I call it the Hall of Fame walk. I'm trying to get our students to plan future, to see future, to want more, to want greater. And so part of the Hall of Fame walk for me was to let my students know we're proud of them and all their former teachers, see the little smiling little kindergarten first grader to being this eighth grader who has accomplished something by getting ready to go on to high school. So for those, they can be recognized by their former teachers, and our students who are in kindergarten through fourth grade can see, hey, I want to be one of these eighth graders that I can come back and my teacher can see me and that they will be proud of me and I can do this. So I decided I want to be a teacher, went to college, went to Eastern Illinois University, graduated with my bachelor's, and went back to my hometown to be a teacher. And I really wanted to go back to give back to the community that gave so much to me to help me develop who I was. So I went back and I was a middle school teacher, middle school math teacher, loved my classroom, loved teaching math, and then became an elementary principal at Schiller Elementary School in Centralia, Illinois for 1 year. I was administrator of teachers who were my teachers, which is very interesting and another way of navigating leadership. And I talk to my students all the time and tell them it matters who you are now because you never know down the road who you might run into. And I share with them, hey, if I was a knucklehead student, you think I'd have been a very good leader for these teachers and they remember me that way? So I was there for 4 years. And then this is my second year here at Joseph Arthur Middle School here in O'Fallon, Illinois. That was after much persuading from my superintendent for me to step into an admin role because I really loved my classroom. And it was one of my mentors that was like, so what's your 3-year plan for there? And I was like, I don't have one, right? And they were like, well, because when you're teaching, you could end at a chapter and your kids will get the grade and you'll get that immediate satisfaction and get that immediate, like, yes, your kids learned this and you taught a lesson, you can see their eyes light up and but as an administrator, you don't have those short wins. You have to think about the long win. So then I was like, okay, I know how to lead my building. What do we want parent involvement look like at our school? What do we want student interactions look at our school? And once I got that, then I can make plans and strategies and have those short-term wins of, hey, here's something I checked off that we were able to do. Because the educators, we like our lists. We like to check things off. We like to feel victory and to know that we're doing something right. Do I still get to walk with you tomorrow?
Yep.
Ms. Ashman said I could, so I asked. How many tickets you got?
35.
35? Okay. All right. Good. I strongly believe in making an impact. I asked a group of educators, who was your 5th grade teacher? They all can raise their hand. I asked my students, who's your 1st grade? They always, and when they raise their hand, there's a memory that's attached to that. That's impact, right? So what do you want your impact, that memory, to be? And I always want it to be positive, and I always want it to be that seed, this planet that's making our kids' lives brighter tomorrow than it is today. Kids who are doing what we need them to do, we wanted to recognize them. So the teacher would write a positive office referral. They would give it to me. I would call them down to my office. I would pick up the phone and tell that parent, all the time, hey, your child was recognized by the teacher for doing this, that, and the other in the classroom. We are so excited that you have raised such a phenomenal young man, young woman, and thank you for making their educational future brighter tomorrow than it is today. Just the response from parents, like in tears, and they want to talk to their kid and tell them they're proud of it. And schools don't call home a lot for the positive. we call home a lot for the negative and we don't call home for a lot. So parents' relationship with the school is oftentimes on a negative basis, and they're dreading that phone call home. Whereas now I call parents and it's like, oh, I finally got the good news phone call from my kid, and it's something specific. Like they know, and parents who know their kids are good, that's good, but it's a specific thing that, oh, I'm glad they're doing that at school because they show that at home as well. And just appreciating parents and building that great relationship with parents has been amazing. It has been such a 360 in relationships of parents. And I tape it on their locker, and I take a picture with them and by themselves, and we put it on our Instagram, Facebook, and my Twitter page. And just I tell them, I want the world to know how proud we are of you being an awesome role model for other students. And so it's really, again, instilling that positive interaction with them, but also just recognizing students for being great and us changing our lens of how we see kids and what we recognize in the classroom. So if you just manage every day and just manage the problem, just manage the issues, and just manage the students, just manage your parents, you're just managing. But when you're leading, you're out front of it. You see the problems brewing before it comes, and you make a difference before it happens a lot of times. Now, every time you can't do that. Sometimes it hits you right there and you're like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. But if you're leading and you're involved and you're in the hallways and you're talking to your kids and you're talking to your teachers and you're in the classrooms doing your walkthroughs and meeting with parents and picking up the phone and talking to parents, then you get a sense of how to lead and the direction to go. And it's fun. It's fun.